A judge could decide today whether former Penn State fraternity brothers will stand trial in connection with the death of pledge Timothy Piazza. The prosecution presented the fraternity brothers' text messages yesterday in court. They shed light on their conversations following the 18-year-old's death. Piazza died in February after a hazing ritual at the Beta Theta Pi house that involved heavy drinking. Jericka Duncan is at the courthouse in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. Jericka, good morning.
Good morning. In those text messages, some of the fraternity brothers showed that they were very concerned about what those messages said, as well as trying to keep this issue quiet. The other messages that we heard about in court yesterday show that these frat brothers spent nearly $2,000 on alcohol for the night of the alleged ritual known as the Gauntlet. As 16 members of Beta Theta Pi looked on in court Monday, the prosecution presented text messages that revealed panic among some of the frat brothers. Chapter President Brendan Young texted his girlfriend after Timothy Piazza was taken to the hospital. He looked expletive dead. At the end of the day, I am accountable for it all. Pledge Master Daniel Casey texted his girlfriend to say, we are expletive, like beyond expletive. In another message, Young says to Casey, make sure the pledges clean the basement and get rid of any evidence of alcohol. Attorneys for some of the defendants accused District Attorney Stacey Parks Miller of cherry-picking messages.
I'm a little surprised at the nature of the charges.
Rocco Ciparone represents Michael Bonatucci, one of the 18 fraternity members facing wide-ranging charges in connection with Piazza's death.
And I think the evidence will show, as it progresses, that he left that Beta house even before the first fall of Mr. Piazza ever occurred and did not return.
According to a grand jury presentment, Piazza fell down a flight of stairs the night of the alleged hazing ritual known as the Gauntlet. The Penn State sophomore suffered multiple traumatic brain injuries and a shattered spleen. An investigator testified the pledges were not physically forced to drink. Tom Klein is representing the Piazza family.
This was not a voluntary drinking situation. Tim Piazza was force-fed alcohol in order to get acceptance into this group, like the 47 other pledges in 2016 and 2017 were required to do these horrible things.
Now, one person not facing criminal charges is the assistant athletic director at Penn State, Tim Bream. Now, he was actually living in the fraternity house. Penn State says that he was acting as a live-in advisor, not as a representative for the university. He admits to seeing a portion of that night, but says it was alcohol-free. We did ask for Bream to comment, and he declined. Norah?
Another part of this story. Jericka, thank you so much.